worst of all. I have to get back to Great Waterton. I have work to do. And he chucked quickly away. Thomas wished Stanley had never come to Sodor. The next day, Thomas was extra busy. He wanted everyone to see he was better for Sodor. Thomas collected Jack. I need you all to work harder than you've ever worked, he tutored to Jack. Don't worry, Thomas. Humphrey and Oliver are the best, and Monty and Max are dumping such heavy loads, they're getting dizzy. Thomas smiled. He liked it. Thomas wanted to show everyone he could do everything. Next, he was pulling some heavy trucks. Then there was trouble. Thomas was puffing too fast round the bend. He toppled off the track. His load crashed down the bank. Oh no, cried Thomas. The Fat Controller arrived with Edward and Rocky. He was cross. First, you must go to the repair yard. Thomas did not go to the repair yard. He wanted to stay in charge. Stanley will get your place in charge of the work at Great Waterton. This was the worst news ever for Thomas. He was so upset. Rocky lowered Thomas onto Edward's backpack. Slowly, Edward puffed away from Great Waterton. Edward had to stop at a signal. Stanley chuffed cheerfully towards them. Bad luck, Thomas, he whistled. Puffed away. In the distance, they could hear the other engines cheering. Well done, Stanley! Thomas was cross. Hi, Fat Great Waterton. I'll be back. I'll be in charge again. And everyone will see I'm more useful than Stanley. Edward's signal changed to go. Soon, Thomas was as good as new. Now I can get back to my job at Great Waterton, he tooted. Thomas couldn't wait. He chucked cheerily out of the repair yard. Thomas was very happy to see his friend Percy. Hello, Percy, he tooted. I thought Toby was to pick up work. Hello, Thomas. Stanley has given me extra jobs because he says I do very smooth rides, peeped Percy proudly. Tomorrow, Stanley and I are going to work together on the tower. Thomas didn't want to hear about Stanley. He was so sad. Next, Thomas found Jack, Monty and Max. They were very busy. Come on, Monty and Max. Let's make Stanley proud, Jack cried. He's asked us to fill in 3 holes, and we've only filled in 1. Hello, tooted Thomas. But Jack, Monty and Max were too busy to notice it. Thomas was even more upset. He felt as if he didn't matter at all. He puffed sadly away. But Thomas forgot all about feeling sad when he chuffed into Great Waterton Station. It was starting to look as it must have done long ago. Bubbling boilers, he cried. This is very exciting. Then Thomas saw Stanley. He was with the Fat Controller. The Fat Controller saw Thomas. Come here, he boomed. Hello, Thomas. Thomas tooted back. Stanley has done a good job. Work is moving will stay in charge, and you will help him. Thomas's funnel flattened. Stanley was to stay in charge. Thomas had lost the most important job of all, the job he wanted more than anything else. That afternoon, Stanley asked Thomas to shunt some trucks. "You're the best shunter ever, Thomas," Stanley chuffed cheerily. "I'll be back for the trucks very soon." Thomas was very good at shunting trucks. He also really liked shunting trucks, but he didn't really like Stanley telling him what to do. Thomas chuffed unhappily to the trucks. He wanted things back the way they were, before Stanley had arrived at the hour. Thomas shunted lots of trucks. Stanley had to take them up the steep hill to the town. Suddenly, an idea flew into Thomas's funnel. If the shunting was straight on by the trucks, Stanley will never be able to pull them. To himself, everyone will see he's not so strong after all. Then I will be in charge again. Soon the trucks were ready. They were very heavy. Stanley chuffed back. "My, that's a long train," he thought. "Not for a strong engine like you," tooted Thomas. But Thomas knew it was too long and too heavy. Stanley started up the hill. It was very steep. Stanley was doing his best. Stanley was using all his confidence, all his effort. The trucks clanked and creaked. The train was far too heavy. Stanley's wheels spun and slid. Suddenly, the coupling snapped. And Stanley's trucks rolled away, faster and faster. The engines gasped as Stanley's train came racing down the hill. It smashed into the tower. As the tower crashed to the ground, bricks and dust exploded everywhere. All the hard work was wasted. The engine gasped in horror, and Thomas felt worst of all. He knew it was all over. The Fat Controller and Miss Jenny came to see him. "This is a disaster," boomed the Fat Controller. "Thomas," he asked, "why did you shunt so many trucks for Stanley?" Thomas felt terrible. He knew why he'd done it, but he couldn't tell the Fat Controller and the other engines. He felt too ashamed. So he said nothing. The Fat Controller was very cross. The other engines started to whisper. "Thomas doesn't like Stanley," snorted Jonas. "That's why he shunted too many trucks for him." "Why, Thomas?" asked Toby. "Thomas never do that," winked Percy, but he was right. Thomas felt very bad. He puffed slowly. Thomas found an old track. It belonged. "The other engines don't want me well," sadly. "I wish I wasn't here at all." Stanley hugged Thomas. These trucks looked sad and alone. Thomas feels bad, he chucked to himself. He felt very sorry for him. Later, the Fat Controller called the engines together. "Now, Great Waterton may not be ready for Sodor Day," announced Stormy. means extra work for all of you. he added. Tomorrow you will start to shop the trucks away to the sidings. Thomas had let down the first truck. He had let down the other engines, and he had let himself down. The other engines started to chip away. No one spoke to Thomas. He was no longer in charge, and he felt he was no longer wanted. That night, all the other engines were asleep in their sheds. But not Thomas. Jack and Alfie had already loaded their trucks abroad. If I ship all the freight cars away to the sidings, the tracks will be clear in the morning. Then everyone will like me again. Thomas wanted to do something to get his old job back. So Thomas started to shop.